Hello there. Let's quickly solve this question, a further mathematics question from the just concluded third term examination. This question was set by the Lagos State government for SS2 students precisely on the 20th July 2023, and the topic is polynomial. So let's get to the question. If x minus 5 is a factor of s cubed minus 4x minus 11x plus 30, find the remaining factors. And here are the given options. There should be a power 2 here. It has been omitted, so we are going to have that corrected in the course of solving this question, in the solution of the question. So two methods are involved in this solution. The very first is to split this constant term. We split it into three products of its factors. And we are doing that because the highest power for this polynomial, this is a cubic polynomial, so the highest power is 3. So let's get to the very first line of solution. Okay, the reason we need to focus on this 30, splitting it into three products of its factors, is for us to be able to rearrange among these factors the sum of roots, which is this x, and in this expression it is minus 4, the sum of product of roots, which is this blue sp, and it is minus 11, and of course the product of roots. So the very first thing we'll be doing here is to find three signs that will multiply together that will actually give us plus, and we get that on the next line. Okay, awesome. So we can get plus by multiplying minus by minus and then by plus, or by multiplying plus by plus and then by plus, but would be using just one out of these two products, and the one we'll be using is this very first, because when we rearrange these three signs into its sum of roots, its product, sum of product of roots and product of roots, we can get something minus from the result. But this very one, there is no way we arrange these three pluses that will actually give us anything negative. So we will stick to this very first. So the next line of solution. Okay, now if we observe, I'm starting the very first product with a minus 5 because we have been given one factor already. So this minus 5, I'm going to start with that here. Then I will think of two more factors that I will multiply together, that will together with minus 5, that will give me plus 30, which is this product of roots. And those two numbers should be minus 2 and plus 3, and that satisfies the very first method, which is to split this plus 30 into the product of its factors, into three products of its factors. So to the next line of solution. So here we have this, as I said earlier, as the sum of roots. So all we need to do now is to rearrange these three products. So we are going to ignore this plus, this multiplication signs. So I'm going to pick minus 5, minus 2, and plus 3. And when I arrange these three numbers, I should get minus 4. And that okays the sum of roots. To the next line. Okay, the next line here is the sum of products of roots. So what we are going to do to get the sum of products of roots is to multiply these very first two products or factors, so to say. So and that will give us minus 10. Minus 5 times minus 2 will give us, plus 10. The next thing is to add that result to the multiplication of these last two. So if I multiply minus 2 by plus 3, I'm going to get minus 6. Then that result, I will add it to the multiplication of this minus 5 and plus 3, and that will give me minus 15. So if I add up these three numbers, I should have minus 11, and that takes care of the sum of product of roots. And the last part of this is the product of roots, the product of roots. So which we have already done, but I have rearranged them in another way, which is still the same result as plus 30, so that I can directly pick one of these options. So, and with this, we are done, we are through with the question. So the factors would then be, since these three products have actually confirmed the sum of roots, the sum of product of root, and the product of root, all we need to do next is to attach the term in the expression to each of these. So I'm going to say x minus 5 for the first product, x minus 2 for the second product, and x plus 3 for the third product. And that option should give me, and the remaining factors would be x plus 3, x minus 2. And that option here, I think that option is option C here. So I'm going to activate the pen. So the answer to that question is C. Okay, let's have a look on how the graph of the function we just solved previously looks on a graph. The function is x cubed minus 4x squared minus 11x and then plus 30. Okay, that's the graph of the function as displayed above. Now let's see if the roots here, um, if the roots correspond to the previous results. That was x minus 5. Okay, at this point you can see our root here is minus 3, and I think we got something plus 3, x plus 3 in the previous factor. Yes, if it equates each factor to 0, our x then must be minus 3, which means that what we solved earlier was correct. For this root, the x value, the root, the x value is 2. And from the previous results, we saw in the solution that our x, the factor itself, was x minus 2. And when we equate that to 0, we are going to have our root to be 2. So that means the second result also is correct. And lastly, the third root is 5. Our x here is 5, and which also shows that what we have done in the previous solution was perfect. Thank you. God bless. Please kindly subscribe to my channel and toggle on the like button. See you in prospective videos. Bye.